Alright, let's see here. Gun, check. Ammo, check. Food, check. Water, check. First aid, check. Paracord, check. A year's supply of Twinkies, double check. What am I missing here? What's up, everyone? Welcome to Campbell's Coins. Preppers, there is one thing you've forgotten when it comes to prepping, and we're going to go over what that is coming up. As a prepper, you have the basics: ammo, firearms, food, first aid, shelter, an action plan, etc. But are you sure you have everything? What are your plans for when you have to purchase something? You won't be able to use paper money. No one is going to want to use fiat currency when the upcoming economic collapse hits, no matter what country's currency you're trying to use. Look at your paper money. Now look at monopoly money. They are the exact same. Worthless paper. What are you going to do when you can't use cash? Are you going to barter away all of your ammo and food? I hope not, because you're going to need those to survive. This is why it is imperative for everyone to have gold and silver in their stash. Gold is a preserver of wealth, and silver is an excellent item for bartering. Gold is great because it is so small and carries a lot of wealth. If we were to look at this 100-gram bar, it is maybe 1.25 inches wide, 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches long, 1/4 inch thick. It feels heavy, but it is very small. You can hide it easily in the palm of your hand. You can hide it in your shoe. But this single bar is worth, in today's dollar value, almost $6,500. So there is a lot of value in a small little package. Silver is great because it is also small, it is fractional, and it has been used as money for over 5,000 years. Therefore, it is very recognizable and perfect for bartering. The main silver to carry or have is constitutional silver, also known as junk silver. These names are interchangeable. Constitutional silver is any dollar, half dollar, quarter, and dime minted before 1964. All of that change in the US was made with 90% silver and 10% copper. I've done an extensive video on constitutional silver that you can check out. I'll put it up here in the upper right hand corner. You can check that out after you're done here. And the reason to have this type of silver specifically is numerous. It's fractional, which makes it perfect for bartering. Right now in Venezuela, an ounce of silver will buy you 6 months worth of food. At least that was what the figure I heard last. When it comes to the next financial collapse here in the US, what if you don't need 6 months worth of food? You just need a little bit. That's where a little dime will come in handy. Fractional silver, specifically dimes, are perfect for this because each dime contains a little under 1/10 of an ounce of pure silver. Constitutional silver is also great because it is junky looking enough that one can explain away why you have it. The shock of the financial collapse is going to bring out a lot of ugly in people. People will do things that they would not normally do. There's going to be a lot of desperation. Flashing around a lot of precious metals could make you a target for theft or worse. Having constitutional dimes, quarters, and half dollars is perfect for bartering, but junky enough that you can say, "Oh, I found this in my pocket change. What can you trade me for my little silver dime?" It doesn't give you away as a precious metal hoarder. And I don't mean junky in terms of them looking like shit. I just mean that they have been circulated and there's some wear to them. Obviously, you can find coins that have less wear that will cost you a little bit more. Now, let's just take a look at this dime. So this is a Mercury Dime. These were minted from 1916 through 1945. And as you can see, you can still see the image, but it's clearly worn around the edges. And it's not in the greatest of shape, but it still has a good edge to it. And it's still thick, and it's not a worn disc where you can't see the image of the coin at all. And then on the other hand, we have, I have some half dollars. These are 1964 JFK half dollars. Can't believe I said Franklin. These are BU. There's a lot of them out there. And so just because it's old doesn't mean it's going to be completely junked out, but it just has a little bit of grime to it. But there's hardly any wear on this coin. And one way that you can tell that a coin is silver is if you look on the edge, and you'll notice that it is, let me try to zoom in a little bit more, it's all silver looking. If you were to look at your modern coinage today, look at a quarter, you'll see it has like a copper tint and then half silver color. It's not silver, it's a tin, and it has copper mixed in with it. And I usually, since I was a kid, I always called those like little peanut butter cups because it looks like a little bit of peanut butter smashed in between the coins there. So that's one way. Another way is if you look at the dates on the coin, if it's pre-1964, it's going to be 90% silver. Nickels are a whole other story. I've covered this in other videos, so you might want to check those out. But like I mentioned before, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars, if it's meant to before 1964, it's 90% silver. Another reason to have gold and silver in your stash as a prepper is that these metals don't go bad. Other commodities go bad, like ammo. Food can turn and be stale. When you're starving, those bullets are not going to do you much good, unless you can hunt with them. Bullets, firearm, first aid, and shelter are all very important items, but not starving to death is more important. This notion that you're going to trade bullets for whatever you need is a romantic notion perpetuated by novels and movies. It's practical for a little while, but ultimately it is not sustainable. You need something else. You need another medium. Gold is amazing that it is very recognizable and stores a ton of wealth in a tiny package. These items wouldn't weigh you down unless you had a lot of gold, obviously, and they're small enough to hide. There was a story I ran across on Instagram. This person buys old clothing from the 1800s, and she bought a dress, and inside that dress she found 2 $5 gold coins sewn into the fabric. It wasn't in a pocket, it was stitched in a secret little pouch within the dress. She didn't notice it when she bought the dress, and she only found it because she was trying to repair some damaged stitching. Gold is a heavy metal, but it is also not incredibly heavy that it can't be carried, obviously. It's very portable and it's very concealable. And then it is such a fascinating story because even then, in the 1800s, they knew the value of gold, and they knew that it was easily hideable so that if something were to happen to them, it wouldn't be found. I think that covers it. If you think I missed an important point, sound off in the comments below so that other people can see it too. We are all here to learn. Thank you all so much for watching Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents. By the way, if you all liked this shirt here, the design, I can tell you where to get it. Stacker Prints on Instagram. I'll put his username down in the description below. Nice quality print on the shirt. Shirts are decent quality as well, and decent price. So give him a look-see on Instagram.